Elden Ring is full of fearsome foes, but the enemies that reliably make me tuck my tail between my legs and run are all freaking dogs. I hate this guy. The rotten dogs, the shaggy dogs, the T-Rex dogs, the wolves, the bigger wolves are all some of the most difficult encounters for me to wrap my head around. And it's not because they're cute and I feel bad about wailing on man's best friend. There's something about these canines that upsets me. Generally in FromSoft games, you succeed by reading the movements of your enemies and timing your attacks appropriately. It has been so difficult for me to do this with dogs that even encountering the teeniest little pupper makes me fear for my runes. I am that bad at predicting their movements and staying calm while I fight them. I wanted to figure out why that is, so I put away my weapons and got murdered. Until I solved the canine conundrum. Here are 4 reasons why dogs are a pain in my whole ass. Dogs bite me in the butt. Dog-type enemies have an erratic moveset that's designed to keep you off balance. First, the dog will see you and lock on, radiating menace. Then it barks, which will alert any other dogs in the pack, and charges. The canine's main attack is this fast lunge, which it can chain several times. But like the best FromSoft enemies, canines switch up their rhythm. Wolves will retreat and circle and then charge you with a headbutt designed to break your poise. Other dog types don't do this exact thing, but they'll still fall back out of range of your attack before lunging back in. Canines also universally try to flank the player, which makes it that much harder to hit back. We've talked before about how Elden Ring is basically a rhythm game. To succeed, you need to find the rhythm of attacks and retreats that will let you deal damage to your enemies while taking as few hits as possible. If you mistime an attack against a canine, a few different things could happen. It'll continue chaining its attacks and bite you. It'll fall back, letting your attack whiff and bite you. It'll zip to the side and bite you. In short, dogs are really good at interrupting the player's rhythm and make it very, very challenging to recover. If you panic at the first bite and try to retaliate, even the weeest dog will punish you for it. And that panic is kind of the point. This dog attack animation has been in FromSoft games for a while, and it's meant to mess with you.
Technically speaking, that motion is a little off, but we found the somewhat unnatural movement to have an unsettling quality to it, as you said, so we decided to leave it that way.
As a first-time FromSoft player, I always find fast enemies intimidating, and this aggressive lunging and snapping is exactly what gave me so much trouble with dogs, at least until I leveled up and became powerful enough to level them with one single swing of my scythe. But there's a couple other qualities that make dogs very specifically annoying to deal with and elevate them above other basic enemy types. Dogs are stupid fast. If you, like me, accidentally aggroed your first monstrous dog and tried to run away screaming, you know this. In my experiments, I provoked this rotten stray and found out that they can actually run as fast as Torrent. Now, Torrent has a sprint boost, and the dogs tend to stop and attack, which slows them down, so it's still very possible to get away. But like, they're as fast as a horse, come on!
Looks like a toy, it's a joy, I can feel the sun on the floor. Your shape is curved, it's an urge you embrace on my body. So dream on, it's your girl, I like your song.
Dog surprise! FromSoft craftily places dogs around corners where they will scare the skin off of you. Now, if you're a Souls veteran, you learn to peek around corners, so I don't consider this as much of a problem as the dog's general speed and flanking. But it feels so much worse to get surprised by a dog than one of these, shambling nobleman enemies, for example, because controlling the rhythm of combat is already so difficult. Dogs are also lowriders and can blend into grass or stone, making it really difficult to see them when you're combing ruins for goodies. This is the bloated cherry on top of the scarlet rot sandwich when it comes to dogs. The only thing worse than one dog is more than one dog. All of the wolves and most of the normal-sized dogs will at least come in pairs. This sucks. If you can't peel one off, they'll both dart around, interrupting your attacks and biting you in the butt. This is one of the primal human fears. I haven't really talked about the Red Wolf of Radagon or the Monstrous Dogs yet. They have their own movesets and annoying traits, as well as having mouths the size of your whole hitbox, but they share a few things in common with their smaller dog brethren: speed, unpredictability, and the ability to have friends. The Monstrous Dogs have a howl that will call the pack, and being chased by 5 of these guys is simultaneously the funniest and worst thing I've ever seen with my delicate little eyeballs. When you fight the Red Wolf of Radagon in Raya Lucaria, it's alone, which is nice because you're trapped in a tiny little room with a wolf that shoots lasers. But you might meet other Red Wolf enemies in the open world, and so far I've only encountered them alongside a normal wolf pack that will make your life hell unless you take them out first. That's just another way that Elden Ring subverts your expectations when you encounter an enemy that you might think is predictable because you fought it before. First of all, lock on. It is crucial for such a fast enemy, especially one that is constantly circling you. Using ranged attacks or homing magics can take a dog out easily before they can even touch you. In the same vein, dogs can't climb ladders, as far as I know. You can climb ladders, get up there, drop stuff on their heads. If the dog is a pet, always kill the dog first. You cannot deal with an intricate sword fight while a terrier is nipping at your heels. Kite them away, or just focus hard on them until they are out. If you're doing melee, shields are a good asset. Dogs are easy to block and counter. If you're like me and you don't use a shield, my current strategy is just to jump over the dog, and once I'm on the other side, whack it with my scythe. The Monstrous Dogs are big enough that, like a lot of other large enemies, you can roll into them, get underneath them, and do damage that way. Just be sure to side roll out of the way when they come straight at you with their gaping maws, and do not get caught in their bulldozer attack. It sucks. Okay, the Red Wolf of Radagon, man's worst friend, Clifford of the Lands Between. Like all dogs, he'll do up to 3 big swipes in a row, and it is very hard to avoid. But the Red Wolf has clearer attack opportunities than some of the other canines. Dodging under his leap and rolling through the flaming sword will give you an opening to hit. It's still a pain in the ass, and this stupid fight took me literally a week to finish, even though he's not even the main boss of Raya Lucaria, but I did it. And if I can do it, so can you. Because I suck. Guess what? Polygon has a TikTok page now. It's just polygontiktok.com/@polygon. And you should go follow us because we're posting a bunch of fun stuff there.